Welcome back, everyone. We have Calvin here with us from Wild West Wildlife Rehabilitation Center. Today we're meeting Polly the Badger, who's very excited to be here
Yes.
today. And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank y'all for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about Polly and how she got into your care.
So Polly here is a North American badger. She is a few years old at this point, and she's a very special little critter. So badgers in the wild are extremely aggressive, very territorial and solitary animals. And generally speaking, when we get them into care, after about a few months, they're pretty much acting like badgers and ready to go. Well, Miss Polly here, she was brought in back in, I believe, 2019. We had another badger at the center named Billie Jean. And
That's cute.
we're bringing them together because a lot of times animals will help wild each other out, right? So she was from a rehab center out in Oklahoma. She's a few months old.
Gotcha.
And she was brought over to our center to help wild up Billie Jean. Well, after about 8 to 9 months or so, Billie Jean was a wild badger and was ready to go, and we let him out, and he ran off. Polly here was released 4 or 5 separate times.
Oh my, she kept coming back.
She just kept coming right back to the door. She figured that she's got free blankets and stuffed animals and free food, and was
Living
like, that's
a
a sweet deal.
Polly knows the deal, man.
Oh yeah.
That's
and
cool.
she is a little bit of an escape artist at the center.
Yes.
Tell us what kind of mischief she gets into.
So there's actually on our Facebook, I believe, there's a video of it where late at night she figured that with enough work and dedication, she can open the door to her enclosure. And when she decides to do that, she likes to run into the education kind of center room and pull out all of our potting soil and tear it open and just throw dirt everywhere. Last time she pulled all of her stuffed animals and towels out from their cabinet and created a little house for herself in there. She opened the fridge because she can open things just fine and pulled a couple of pieces of chicken out for herself.
Just having a little snack.
Yeah, so she is very well known at the center for being a bit of a mischief, but she is obviously very cute, so we always forgive her.
Yeah, let it slide.
Man, that's funny. Polly, just like me.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so obviously Polly's a little bit of an escape artist, a little bit of mischievous. Now, how old is Polly here?
Polly, I believe, is about 3 to 4 years old at this point.
Okay.
Right?
Gotcha.
Now, they'll live to be about 12 to 15. You know, it's about the same as a kind of small to medium-sized dog breed.
Yeah.
They're very canine-esque. Right, so their teeth are very similar. They're not like the extremely sharp needle teeth that you're seeing a lot of different kinds of mammals, like raccoons or skunks or anything. But and she will use like her mouth for like grabbing hold of you when she wants attention, right? Instead of like biting, she'll kind of grab your hand.
Kind of like a dog.
Yeah, exactly like a dog.
Okay.
She is very smart. These guys out in the wild will actually hunt alongside coyotes. And they will work cooperatively. So these guys will dig down into prairie dog towns, and the coyotes will sit up at the entrances, and they'll work right hand in hand with each other.
That is crazy.
So these guys are extremely intelligent, both in captivity and out in the wild.
Now, you said she has like canine mannerisms, so when she bites something, does she kind of do like a dog and go like side to side?
She can sometimes, but really, most of the time she just grabs stuff and carries it with her mouth. So like her stuffed animals, she'll pick them up and carry them into her dig box, which is this big kind of like 6 by 4 foot box that we have in there, which is full of soil and stuff, so that she can hide in there and dig. Because out in the wild, they spend most of their time in their burrows and digging and stuff like that. So we try to give them the closest we can in captivity to something that they'd have out in the wild. And yeah, she spends most of her time hiding her stuffed animals and her chicken in her little
hand
box.
movement she's doing is killing me. I love it.
And she's very noisy.
Yeah, she is very talkative.
All right. Well, thank you so much for bringing her. We really do appreciate it. And it is 6:20 coming up on today.
But she's hiding in the cage at the moment.
All right, thanks, Alan. Welcome back, everybody. We are back with Calvin from Wild West Wildlife Rehabilitation. We're talking about the work that Wild West Wildlife does in the community. Boy, say that 3 times fast. All right. So, Calvin, for the viewers out there that don't know, kind of explain y'all's mission out at Wild West.
So our main mission, of course, is for taking an injured, orphaned, or otherwise unreleasable wildlife, take them in, rehabilitating them, getting them back into healthy and good shape, and releasing them back into the wild whenever that's possible. So obviously I have Polly here today. She's one of the few cases where she stays permanently with us as an educational ambassador animal since she's not releasable. But of the thousands of animals we see through the center every year, the vast majority get released right back into the wild.
That's really neat. Now, for people out there that Kind of explain to them if they want to donate monetarily or if they want to donate time. How can they do that?
So they can always come out to our location at 2901 South Swansea Road. It's just on Loop 335 off the Tascosa exit. They're welcome to come out there if they have an animal they need to drop off, if they want to ask us about volunteer hours, if they want to donate anything. Any of those we're always open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. For people to stop by. They can also, of course, call us at our number, go to our Facebook. We also have a website, so there's a number of different avenues people can go to get in contact with us for whatever needs they might have.
Awesome.
Absolutely. And if people want to tour the facility and see Polly in real life, she's probably still going to be up to some mischief, but how can they do so?
So every Friday at 3 p.m. out at the center, we do tours of our educational building. Now that doesn't include our rehab center, right? Because there are limitations on what the public can access there. But our educational center has Lincoln the Fox, it has Polly the Badger, McGee the Skunk, and a bunch of other animals in there who are our permanent educational ambassadors. And coming out to get one of those tours, it's $10 per person. All the money goes to support the center and the work that we do with these animals, and you get a first-hand chance to meet these different educational ambassadors and see them up close for yourself.
Absolutely. And they all have different personalities too,
Oh,
which I
yes.
love
Oh yeah,
so much.
absolutely.
That's the cool part.
Yeah, and I love seeing Lincoln with his little kids.
Oh yeah, he's
his
super
foster
cute.
kids.
It's really interesting getting to interact with the animals, especially like every day like I do. But even when people just get to come and visit and see the difference, it's very I don't want to necessarily say humanizing, but being able to like see the animals and understand that they're not just like feral wild animals who scurry away every time you see them, but they're just like like we get used to with our dogs or our cats.
Yeah.
They have their personalities. They have these different unique things about them that make them who they are.
Absolutely. And they teach kids too. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
they're so important.
Yeah, we take them on field trips. We have field trips out to our center a lot of the times. We do book readings where we bring one of our animals and do a book reading to a group of people like that. So they provide a really great opportunity to bridge that connection between wildlife and our local community.
Absolutely. This
Cool
is so
deal,
cool.
man. Because I never thought I'd be like, being real cool with a skunk.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
until I met
Yeah.
McGee.
Skunk, yeah.
So now, got a skunk friend. That's pretty
Oh yeah.